Okay, everybody, thank you so much. Do me a favor, if you can hear me, just somebody please put in the chat roll that you can hear me. We're going to start doing this hangout just a little bit different than we have been. What I learned when we went to Nashville was what people need is they really need help with the nuts and bolts. What can I do that's actionable that will create results for me and my business? Hanging out and talking is nice. Having to be able to do some Q&A is nice. But at the end of the day, it comes down to actionable things that people can do directly inside their business that will help drive traffic. I think that people are getting away from the basics of what Empower is and what it can do to help you and grow and help you make a pretty good income. So, instead of doing hangouts, we are going to do nuts and bolts, actionable items that you can do on a daily basis to drive your business and drive your bank account. So I hope that you guys are okay with that. I mean, talk is fun. I always enjoy talking, and I loved hanging out with our leadership and hanging out with everybody. But at the end of the day, we also need things that we can do on a daily basis to go out and generate money. So what we're going to talk a little bit about tonight is, what is Empower Network? We have a lot of new members that are joining us. Scott Small has been nice enough. He's going to moderate the chat for us tonight. So if you have questions, feel free to throw them out there. We're going to do a little Q&A at the end that will try to get some of those questions answered for you. But the few things we're going to talk about tonight is what is Empower Network? Because I think a lot of people, especially when you're first starting out, you don't really know what it is. You have an idea of what it is and what products and services they have, but it's not really, a lot of detail on what exactly it is. So when somebody comes up and asks you, hey, Pat, what is Empower Network? You need to have an answer to that. And, I'm hoping to cover that tonight for all of you so you can, be able to answer those questions and also have things that, talking points that you can do. Also tonight we're going to talk about what Empower Network can do for you. Because at the end of the day, this is a business. This isn't, it's fun to hang out and it's fun to talk to people and get to know people. But at the end of the day, we are all for-profit organizations. I am a for-profit organization and I want to make money. Do I want to do it at the expense of the people? Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, it is about making money. So I think we need to start getting our focus back onto that task at hand. The next thing we're going to talk about is what's your present situation. We all have some different situations going on in our lives right now, and a lot of questions and maybe not so many answers. So we're going to try to touch on that a little bit. We're going to touch on some stuff you can do yourself to go out and drive some traffic to your business. Some ground rules that you'll want to follow when it comes to driving traffic, and then 10 things you can do today, starting today, to start driving traffic to your business. Because at the end of the day, I think where everything's getting lost in translation is Empower Network is actually a pretty simple concept. It really is. Empower Network is a direct sales company with an MLM component. We directly sell products and blogging services to consumers. So, we really need to focus on that. And I know that, a lot of people say, oh my God, sales, I hate sales. Sales is terrible. I don't want to be a salesman. At the end of the day, we are all salesmen to a point. You don't have to be a used car salesman. You don't have to be in-your-face salesman. But we are all out there trying to sell a product or a service to somebody in exchange for money. So at the end of the day, that is sales. Empower Network offers a blogging feature and professional and personal development. So, at the end of the day, it's a blogging feature with professional and personal development attached. One of the great sayings that I love about this company is Empower Network is a leadership factory disguised as a business opportunity. Because if you start plugging in to those Inner Circle audios, and you start plugging in to the team hangouts and the Empower Hour call, you will become a better leader, period. Your mindset will start getting right. And, I'm a strong believer that if you set your intention, you'll make it happen. The mind is a very, very, very tricky thing. It can convince you of anything. And it's crazy because we all have that little voice inside the back of our head that says, you know, hey, this ain't going to work. Oh, my God, I'm never going to make money doing this. I'm never going to do this. I'm never going to do that. And, you know, we just need to learn to shut that voice up. Just to say, hey, look, I'm not going to listen to it anymore. And start getting positive about where we want to go with our business and where we want to go with our lives. You know, it's a tricky thing. I mean, the mind can convince you of anything. You know, they say that you live the bad experiences in your mind over and over and over again. And I'll give you a great example. When I was in elementary school, I had actually fallen off a swing and cracked my skull open, where I had to go get, I don't know, probably about 30 stitches across my forehead. I have relived that experience over and over and over in my mind for 30 years, for 35 years. Because, you know, even though it only happened once, for some reason the human mind will keep living those experiences over and over and over and over and over again to the point where it can almost dominate you. And finally, what Empower Network is, you know, they have the marketing tools and the selling techniques that you can go out and become a better salesman or a better marketer for no matter what program it is you're doing. You know, a lot of people say, you know, hey, look, just do one thing, do it right. Some people are, you know, hey, let's get multiple streams of income. There is no right or wrong to that answer. You know, to what people want to do in this industry, some, like I said, some want multiple streams of income. Some want to become just the master of the one thing and make a lot of money in one company. There is no right or wrong to that. But the beautiful thing about this company is they will help you become a better marketer for no matter what company it is you're doing. I don't care if it's Herbalife, Visalis, Sozo. I mean, those are all amazing, amazing companies. Amazing companies. And Empower Network can give you the tools and the training to go out and market those better. You know, I can't tell you how many people that we have on this team that have, let's say, bought the 15K formula. And then you say, hey, look, if you watch the video on broadcasting that Tony Rush does. And they'll be like, no, I haven't really dug into it yet. You know, that's like you going to Best Buy, buying a $1,000 42-inch plasma TV, 3D, cable HD ready, you know, going out and buying a top-of-the-line TV, bringing it home, keeping it in a box, and just throwing it up on your entertainment center. I mean, of course, when you buy that TV, you're going to bring it home, and you're going to take it out of the box, you're going to hook it up and watch it. So I can't tell you how many people that own products that don't even utilize it. Until you learn to take the TV out of the box, you're never going to be able to watch it. Excuse me. Most importantly, what can Empower Network do for me? And I was just touching base about that a little bit. First, it can help you develop better selling and marketing techniques. You know, the throwing the presentation all over your wall on Facebook, or the throwing your presentation all over, you know, you're throwing up presentations all over everybody. That marketing doesn't work. You know, no offense, you know, going to a marketing group on Facebook and just throwing up your links, that doesn't work. You know, is it self-satisfying to know, hey, look, I just put up 40 ads? Sure. But I'll tell you, at the end of the day, it's not effective marketing. Because those people will go to those sites and they put up their ad, and then they go to the next site and they put up their ad, and then they go to the next site and put up their ad. They never read the ads that are actually up there. So I want to kind of stretch you guys a little bit tonight and show you that there is a ton of ways that you can go out and market your business without spending money and go out and create results. Another thing that they can do is they can help you brand your image or your company's image. The blogging feature is an amazing feature to go out and drive traffic to. Okay, using it to promote whatever. We got Bev, who is she's a dog groomer. So for her to go out and use that blog to promote her dog grooming business is a wonderful thing, and she can use that to build her brand and build her image with her clients and with prospective clients. Again, what they're going to do is they're going to help you market whatever it is you do. I don't care if you sell cars, if you real estate, if you're insurance, if you're Justin Power Network, if you're with another MLM, if you're in direct sales, they are going to help you market it better, period. Dave Wood and Dave Sharp are sharp. I mean, no pun, but they are sharp guys. When it comes to selling, they are amazing. And if you could just take just a little bit and learn it and harness it, it will make your selling better. I mean, anyone that has if you have the Costa Rica Intensive, go watch that second video. Just watch the first 5 minutes of that second video. The Everybody Loves Chocolate. Because I'll tell you, if after 5 minutes of watching Dave Wood do that, you're not ready to go out and start selling chocolate, you're dead from the neck up. Because I guarantee within 3 minutes, I was ready to go out there and start selling chocolate. So it's absolutely amazing. They're going to help you become a stronger person. They're going to help you become a stronger person, not only, you know, professionally, but personally. You know, the difference I see in my way of thinking now, having plugged into the training here, is incredible. You know, there was times, and I still have times, where my ship might get off course. But when I go back and listen to one of the audios, or I go back and listen to an Empower Hour call, it's absolutely amazing how quick my ship gets righted. I can't even tell you. So, you know what I mean? You will have times that you're off course. You know, the great Scott Small said, you know, when a plane is flying across the ocean, it's off course 90% of the time. You need to correct course every once in a while so you can use this program and this company to get you back on course. Teach you to realize your vision. You know, I'm a strong believer in your vision. If you can't see it, hear it, feel it, smell it, and taste it, it ain't strong enough. Period. Your vision should make you cry. It's what is going to drive you to be successful in whatever it is you're doing. Okay? If you don't have a vision and you don't have it written down and you don't know where you're going, you're like a ship in the wind. You will never get to a destination unless you know where it is you're going. So I challenge everybody again, you know, please write this down. Please, please, please write this down. Realize your vision. Because without it, you're lost. And you will never, ever get to the finish line if you don't know where it is. And then finally, reach a positive mindset. Mindset is probably what holds 90% of us back. That little voice, again, that little voice sitting there saying, you can't do this. This ain't going to work. Why are you wasting your time? You know, your friends and family saying, you're freaking nuts. What are you thinking? You know, it's all BS. If you let the naysayers and the negativity surround you, you're done. You're done. Pack it up, because you are done. Because everybody will tell you you're nuts until you become a success. And then they're going to tell you how great they were for telling you to do this and talking you in to stay in the course. You know, because if it's their idea, it's the greatest idea ever. If it's not, you're an idiot. So, you know, it's just, you know, that positive mindset, I can't even tell you how important that is. Okay, next, your present situation. You know, what I challenge every one of you and what I want to ask every one of you right now is, what are you doing now to help yourself? Because at the end of the day, this is a business where you're in business for yourself, just not by yourself. But at the end of the day, I can't come over and do it for you. Scott can't come over and run your business for you. Deb can't come over and run your business for you. At the end of the day, Debbie McKinney can't come over and run your business for you. At the end of the day, it has to be your business. You own it. You reap all the rewards. But with that comes all the mess and all the heartache and all the hard work. You know, nobody that ever started a business that was successful did it with no work. It doesn't exist. I don't care what it is. You could go buy a McDonald's even though it's a franchise. You are going to work your butt off to make that franchise successful. So again, at the end of the day, what are you doing to help yourself? What are you doing? Are you out there posting ads? Are you out there marketing? Are you out there talking to people about it? Or are you just kind of sitting on the sidelines going, well, you know, I don't have any leads yet, but, you know, maybe tomorrow I'll dig in. Maybe tomorrow. You know, that's one of the worst phrases on the planet. Maybe tomorrow, or I'll do it tomorrow. Because you know what? Tomorrow comes, and you'll do it again. You'll be like, hey, look, you know, I'm sorry, but I'll do it tomorrow. You know, people can become a professional procrastinator, and it makes me insane. It makes me insane. So, you know, at the end of the day, this is your business. Run it like it's your business. You know, are you the jack of all trades, master of none? Are you out there just throwing an ad here, one ad here, 10 ads, you know, doing this here? Oh, well, let me go talk to 2 people. You know, because what ends up happening is if you don't master something, you'll never get good enough to get the results you're looking for. So, you know, the jack of all trades is great. I'm a jack of all trades. But I also know that I have some mastery in things that I can always fall back as my old reliable. You know, I have an extensive affiliate marketing background. So I always have my fallbacks of things I can do to drive traffic. Always. So, you know, I suggest that everybody, and I implore you to go out there and become a master of something. You know, are you struggling to get people in your business? I hear that every day. I'm struggling to get people in. I'm struggling to get people in. You know, and that goes back to the mindset. If you don't believe it, you'll never sell it. So you really got to turn your belief on if you want other people to believe you. A human being is a very, very sensitive thing. It's a very sensitive thing. The mind can pick up, you know, little subtleties in your emotion, in your face, in your stance, in your posture, in your wording, that will turn people away from your business. Plain and simple. It'll turn people away from your business, and I see it every day. Somebody's spamming Facebook with my drama this, my drama that, oh, my drama, oh, let me tell you about my drama. And then you wonder why nobody wants to get near your business, because they don't want your drama on their wall. So, you know, you got to get to a point where you're just like, if you're struggling, look in the mirror first. Look in the mirror first, because there's a million companies out there with a million reps that have no problem getting people into their business. So look in the mirror. Sometimes you got to look in the mirror and say, hey, maybe it's me. Getting leads. I mean, that's another one that's really, really hard for people. And that is something that, you know, as a team, we're going to start working on with you. Because getting leads is, you know, the tricky part of this business. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you know, I went in through What is Empower Network, and it's a marketing program, and it's a blogging platform. And the easiest form to explain what you do in Empower Network is get eyes to watch your video. Get as many people to watch the video as humanly possible. Get as many leads to your video as you can by any means necessary. Whatever it takes. You want as many eyes on your video as you can get. You know, it's not about calling people and doing 3-ways and, you know, selling people into it and whispering everybody on Facebook. It's not what this business is designed for. And I think that we're getting away from what Empower Network is. Empower Network is a passive program. It's designed to be passive. Put down the phone and pick up a check. Send traffic to website. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Send traffic to website in the easiest form possible that I can explain it. You know, selling is the dirty word. I mean, I can't tell you how many times people say, oh, I don't want to sell, I don't want to sell. Oh, I'm not going to go out there and I'm not going to sell people. So don't. Don't. You don't have to sell people into this because it has value. People that see the value will buy it. People that don't, won't. If they don't want to buy it, fine, next. Next. And just move on. And finally, you know, are you looking to get rich or are you looking to get wealthy? Because there is a difference. Believe it or not, there is a difference. Okay, rich is money. Wealthy is a lifestyle. People are always attracted to lifestyle, not to money. So I recommend everybody to go out there and talk about lifestyle and not necessarily money, because it will help you grow your business. Okay, dokie. What can I do? Or what can I do too? Okay, what can you do to promote yourself and your business? Okay, there's lots of things you can do. You can go out and talk to people. You can go out and send emails. You can broadcast. You can put classified posts up. There's lots of things you can do. How about generating leads? What can I do to generate leads? We're going to touch on that a little bit. We're going to touch a little bit today about videos, free ad postings, and ultimately how to get traffic. I mean, you know, these are the things that you could be doing today, right now, to be driving traffic to your business. Okay, a couple ground rules when it comes to leads. You know, if you want to have a successful and profitable business, then you need leads, and lots of them. I mean, nothing happens without a lead. No sales, no revenue, no profit, no nothing. So at the end of the day, it's about getting leads. This company and this business is about getting leads, getting eyes to your website. You know, but before we get into any of the list stuff, you know, there's a couple lead generation rules that people need to know, okay? Because without understanding these, you're just wasting your time and you're going to waste a lot of money. I mean, you're really going to waste some time and waste some money. Okay, rule number one. You want to build a value machine for the long term. Okay? Now, again, I'm going to put a little warning out here. This is boring. It's far from sexy. There's nothing even close to resembling a silver bullet lead generation solution, and that's why it works. I mean, that's why it's effective. So, you know, don't ignore this and don't run, because you're going to risk being sorry later. Okay? We're going to start off with the lead generation techniques most people don't have the discipline or patience to pursue. And it's called creating a real value machine for your market. You know, this could be you putting a blog post up daily, a video series, training tools that people can use that gives them value that is outside a business opportunity. Okay? Are business opportunities great? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay? But at the end of the day, you know, you want to connect with people deeper than that. Because if you can give them value, that's what keeps them coming back. You know, and I put on here, it sounds simple, but it's far from easy. And I dare you to go out and try this. You know, write a 100% value blog post every day for a month. Okay? Because it's work. It's work. But that's why it's so effective. Because, you know, the majority of your competition are lazy and they're not out there doing that. So go out and use that to your advantage. If you follow the herd and you do what everybody else is doing, it makes it harder than the person that's doing something completely different than everybody else. It's so much easier to do something different than it is to do something that everybody else is doing. You know, and then sometimes, however, you just need leads yesterday so you can put food on the table. I mean, I understand that. You know, sometimes it's speed is what works. You know, and we're going to get to that. But I want to challenge every one of you to have the long-term lead generation system running alongside your short-term stuff. Okay? Because you want to build that asset before you need it. If you just concentrate on short-term campaigns over and over and over again, you're going to have to do short-term campaigns for the rest of your life to keep up. Okay? Where if you can start concentrating on those long-term techniques, that will make a huge difference as far as being able to generate leads for consistently and a long amount of time. Okay, rule number 2. Understand that money is not in the list. Okay, you need to understand that. You know, I ran a marketing campaign, and I'm slowly but surely, I have a list of people that I'm slowly but surely realizing it's a bunch of broke people. Because I was offering, you know, I was getting a lot of freebie people, you know, looking for free stuff instead of buyers. You know, and if I had to do it over again, I wouldn't even have bothered running those campaigns. You know, so learn from my mistake. You know, the list you're trying to build is not, when you're building a list, it's not to get leads. What you're trying to get are buyers. There's a difference between a lead and a buyer. You know, you want to be clear to them that you're selling something. You know, and will you totally scare away some of the people that are looking for a free lunch? Absolutely. You know what? But as long as you provide value of what you're selling, the buyers will stay with you. The buyers will stay with you. I'm not sure what's going on with the chat roll. We might have crashed it. I do apologize about that. Looks like everybody got knocked off the chat roll. Not sure what's going on there, but I don't want to put us on hold for 5 minutes to go in and fix it. So just bear with us. We probably crashed it, is what I'm going to guess. So it happens. But you want to make it clear that you're selling, because you're looking for buyers. So unless you're just lonely or you want to, you don't want to be out there generating just a lead. You want leads that turn into buyers. It's easy to build a list of people that want free stuff. Those aren't the kind of leads you want. At the end of the day, you do not want a bunch of leads that aren't going to buy. You want buyers. Okay, so what you want to do is target buyers, people with a buying mentality, not people with hey, I don't know, I don't know if I want to do an online business or I'm broke. Yes, can we help a broke person not be broke? Absolutely. But that's not who you want to target in your paid advertising or your free advertising. You don't want to pay to get a broke person in your business. I mean, that's just silly. Will you come across people that are broke with high, some of the best marketers I've ever met in my life were broke because it gave them the drive to go out and expand their business and grow and become not broke. But again, broke is a state of mind. It's not money. I've met rich people that are broke, and I've met poor people that are rich. So you know what I mean? You're trying to use your marketing to get buyers, not just leads. Excuse me. Ground rule number 3. You don't have time to wait around for a relationship. Is relationship building a good thing? Absolutely. It's a great, great thing. Okay? Building relationships with people is a wonderful thing when this is people that are on your list. I'm not saying your friends on Facebook or people that you interact with on a daily basis or your teammates. This is just purely about leads, okay? All right? People buy because they want things. They'll buy from you because they're yearning for the perceived benefits of what you're providing them. Okay? Does a relationship help? Absolutely. But relationships are not going to pay your bills. Being everybody's buddy is not going to pay your expenses. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you want them to buy, and you want them to buy fast. Okay? You want them to buy and buy fast. And we're going to be talking about some things you can do to get them to buy fast tonight. We're going to give you actionable things that you can do to get them to buy now and buy today and not be on your list for the next 4 years waiting. Because at the end of the day, isn't that why you're in business? So don't make excuses for it. Just go out there and sell it. And again, it's not in your face. Used car salesman, let me tell you about how wonderful this car is. Don't worry about the Carfax. I'm not talking about that kind of selling. And at the end of the day, when you start sending that sell stuff out to your list, will people unsubscribe? Heck yes, they will. Thank them. Thank you for not wasting my time. Because if they unsubscribe from you, they weren't going to buy from you anyway. They were never going to buy from you anyway. So thank you for not wasting my time. Thank you. So let's get into a little more meat and potatoes. 10 things that you can do today, starting today, to start driving leads to your business. So, I wish we could have the chat roll going here. I mean, that would be much nicer. That way we could, get some interaction going on here. Let me see what I can do. Just bear with. Everybody get a drink. Let's take a quick 2-minute break. I'm going to see what I can do to get this thing back up and running. I blame Scott. I think he crashed it. Okie dokie. Well, I'm going to talk while we do this here. So, where did I leave off? Oh yeah, let's talk about some actionable things you can do today to start driving some traffic to your website and start getting you some sales and getting you some leads. Okay. Viral video is probably one of the #1 things that you can do for free to drive traffic. Now, when I say viral video, I do not mean, please do not confuse it with business presentation video, because it's not, okay? You can shoot a video on anything crazy, your dog jumping around, you know, you can go out and find a video that's just quirky, that's funny, you know, that entertain people, okay? And you can use that to go out and generate leads to your business, okay? So you can go in there and say, hey, look, you know, I got a cool, you know, in the description you can put in there, hey, I got a pretty cool, you know, business opportunity, I got this going on, I got that going on, you know, so you can talk about your business even though it's not a video about your business. Does that make sense to everybody? You know, do you understand that you can have a video and use the description to drive traffic to your business without it being about business? You know, so if you have a website, let's say, or you have your own thing, you can make a video on whatever. You know, hey, look at my kids jumping around like a maniac. You know, grab your camera or your phone. If you got little kids, shoot a video on them jumping around, acting like crazy people, as kids do. Okay, and then start driving some traffic to that. You know, go buy some cheap pay-per-click Facebook ads. You know, not promoting your offer, promoting your video. You know, people want to be entertained. Okay, so make sure that your video is infotainment. You can have information in the description, you can have information in the video, but you also want it entertaining, okay? And I'm a little guilty of this sometimes. I'll shoot a video and I'll be, you know, up there talking about the business presentation or talking about, you know, this or talking about that, but it's not really talking about, you know what I mean? It's not entertaining sometimes. So there's, you know, you can go out, shoot a quirky little video, put your links on there, talking about your business in there, you know, saying, hey, this is my kids, you know, aren't they freaking crazy? So great that I get to stay home and be, you know, Mr. Mom all the time, hanging out with my crazy kids. If you'd like to do that too, you know, click here, or let me tell you a little bit about it, okay? So you can use an entertaining video to drive traffic to your business, okay? It doesn't have to be a business presentation. It doesn't have to be, you know, spitting a presentation all over somebody. People, again, want to be entertained. You know, and the beautiful part about that is what you don't know is if all these leads you're attracting are going to be buyers, you don't know until they actually get on your list. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, this is a business. There's no guarantees in advertising. You know, if you want guarantees, you got to do something else, because there are no guarantees in this industry or in any business for that matter. Okay, #2, leverage your real estate and don't be lazy. Okay. Social media is amazing for generating sales, but it's also great for spreading ideas. It can be really effective at spreading ideas. Make a message, not a post. What I mean by that is if you fill your page up with business opportunity this, my business that, my business this, come join my business, people will turn you off quicker than they'll turn off a bad commercial when an infomercial comes on, okay? You do not want to start filling up your social media with business this, business that. Tony Rush, to his credit, is amazing at getting people to go out, not only share his content, but comment on it, like it, share it. And is he ever talking about the business? No, he's talking about he's talking about Miley Cyrus and twerking, or he's talking about religion, or he's talking about, you know, Syria. And, you know, are his posts a little inflammatory? Yes, absolutely. Do you think maybe a little bit that that's on purpose? Of course it is. Because he wants to stir the pot and get people talking. Okay? Because now all of a sudden he's getting friended by a ton of people because he had 200 people share his post on Miley Cyrus. Whatever, and to be honest, full disclosure here, you know, all people aren't equal. No results are the same. You know, this is a business like anything else. You get what you put into it. You can see the full income disclosure at empowerednetwork.com what is it, PHP anyway you slice it, it's endisclosure.com is the forwarding site. So just go to endisclosure.com. And another full disclosure thing is I have no idea what twerking is. So somebody someday, please explain to me what the hell a twerk is, because I have no idea. But you know, what you want to do is you want to put some posts out there where you can get people to share it. You know, I'm sure we've all seen posts out there where people say, hey, if you like this, share it. Please share it. Okay? Because you're going to start getting people friending you just from you sharing that content. Same thing with Twitter. People will start following you on Twitter just because you put something quirky out there. So, you know, don't use your Facebook as a business, you know, puke fest. All right? Keep your drama out of Facebook. Nobody wants to follow drama. Put some cool posts up there. Kathy Keene is amazing, amazing when it comes to doing that. You know, she keeps a lot of the business stuff out of her Facebook page, and then when she talks about business, people perk up, they listen, and they want to hear what she has to say. Okay, I'm not really going to get too much on doing the code. I was going to actually do a screen share with that, but we're actually going to save that for another week. What we're going to do week to week is we are actually going to be doing specific trainings on specific topics. Starting next Friday, we're actually going to be doing a Friday night marketing boot camps. So everything will be recorded, so don't feel like, oh my God, I can't be there on a Friday night. I want to spend it with my family, you know, because they all will be recorded and embedded into the website. And just to give everyone a heads up, the chat roll is actually down. It's not our chat roll. It's actually the whole dang website. So I don't know what's going on with them, and I do apologize about that. You know, so you know, you might, you know, maybe the pay is the wrong word, but you might get one lead from your Facebook post that might bring you 10 more because you got people out there sharing your content. So use Facebook the way it's designed, not as a, you know, it was never designed to be a marketing tool. It is a social media, and use it socially. Don't ignore the simple stuff. You know, make sure that you don't discount simple ways to generate leads that are cheap. For example, if you don't have an offer on your email signature, get one. Okay? Get one. Because when you send an email to somebody, you want them to know that you're in business. You know, I wouldn't, you know, put a big presentation email on there, but, you know, driving them to a landing page to get them to see what you're doing, especially if you're talking to business contacts, is a good thing. So, you know, there's a ton of free advertising, and we're going to go through some stuff in detail towards the end here. So, free junk is getting harder to give away, okay? I actually have a video in the website talking about how if you took dog poop and put it on a plate with a sign free, that a certain percentage of the people will come and pick it up. That's true. Still true. But again, people with the free mentality aren't necessarily buyers, okay? So I want you to know that there's a difference between offering something of actual inherent value, okay? You want to offer something of inherent value. You know, hey, I got, you know, join my company or join my program, and you can get you know, a free software tool that you can use to do blah, blah, blah. You know, here's a resource, you know, 101 tips for XXX. You know, that will keep people coming back again and again. You are trying to solve a real point of pain for people that you're trying to attract, okay? We have a ton of tools in the We Believe team. We have a whole resource library down there. There is no reason, and actually Scott and I were talking about this earlier today, there is no reason that you can't offer to your lists and your people, hey, Molly, come join my business today, and I'm going to give you a free copy of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Or I'm going to give you a free copy of Wallace D. Waddell's Science of Getting Rich. Or, you know, Become a Better You. Or whatever. You can offer value to people in exchange for joining your business. All right? Because at the end of the day, if they join the We Believe team, do they not get it free anyway? Do they not get it free anyway? So use that as a selling tool to get people to buy from you. Okay? So in other words, to get more leads, you should be offering them something that is more and better than anything they can get elsewhere. All right? Because if you don't raise the bar, you'll be left out. So use the tools and the stuff we give you to go out and market with. You know, there's no reason you can't put a Craigslist post up saying, hey, come opt into my system. Every opt-in today is going to get a free copy of, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Just for opting in. No obligation, doesn't cost you nothing. Opt into my system, I'm going to give you a free copy. Opt in. After you've opted in, email me here so I can email you the free copy of the book. Or, hey, if you join my business today, I'm going to give you free whatever. I'm going to give you a video on how to earn $1,000 in your first 24 hours. Because you have that video. That's a Tony Rush video on the Extreme Team site that you have access to. So they get it for free anyway. But you can use that to attract people into your business. So use the stuff that you have access to that you can give away to get people in. Okay, this is a biggie. People want what they cannot have. Okay? That is a one pillar in sales psychology that has and will never change. People want what they cannot have. So if you can build that into your lead generation campaign, okay, you can create an element of scarcity, which means, hey, and this is a great thing that you can do. And again, I was talking to Scott about this. Offer a freemium, okay? Go to your list and say, hey, everybody, for the rest of the month of September, everybody that joins the business is going to get a free copy of Monday Morning Choices by Jane. I forgot what her last name is. Jane something or other. Everybody's going to get a copy of that for free. Just join my business. Or, hey, because once it disappears, it's going to be gone forever. So what you want them to do, okay, is you want them to react now and say, hey, well, that fear of loss kicking in, and say, hey, if I don't act now, I'm going to lose this. Oh, my God, I don't want to lose this. But again, this stuff takes work, okay? You're not, people who are willing to put in hard work will always have a competitive advantage because this industry is filled with lazy people. People that are not going to spend the hour and a half or 2 hours a day to go out and market their business. They're going to come to Facebook and they're going to whine about how they're not making any money. Or they're going to join this program this week and they're going to do nothing, and then next week they didn't have $1 million in their bank account. Screw this, I'm in the next company. Here I go. And they never did anything to grow that first company they were in. And then they wonder why they go from company to company to company failing. Just remember, at the end of the day, your website is always open. It's open to everybody, everywhere, forever. Okay? And people know that. They know that they don't have to join today. They know that. They know they can come back a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, and buy. They know that. But you want to push people getting in contact with you and buying today, not 4 years from now. So using the freemiums and the, hey, you can get this now because by, hey, just for today only, I'm going to give you X, Y, and Z. You want to put the premium on them getting started right now because they don't want to lose whatever X, Y, Z is. Because if it's a value, they'll join just to get X, Y, Z free. It's an amazing, amazing thing. And so when people say, hey, why should I join now? That's a great answer to that question. Why should you join now? Because I'm going to give you X, Y, Z, and ABC for free if you join today. So you want to create that sense of you want it now. You want it now. Okay. Detach yourself from the results and think bigger. At the end of the day, folks, this is a numbers game. Okay? Nothing more. So use that to your advantage. Okay? Use it to your advantage. Instead of doing just one single campaign, launch 10. Our squeeze pages have killer offers on them. Killer. But if you don't get people to see it, you're not going to get anyone to buy it. You know, launch some pay-per-click, banner ads, articles, press releases, forum posts, blog comments, SEO, videos, guest blog posts, interviews, etc. Do whatever, be creative, put in the hard work. Because this is not a free lunch. This is not come join us and you have got to do, you're going to do no work and you're going to be rich. It doesn't work that way. You have to put in the work if you want to be successful. Period. Okay? I'm not saying 25 hours a day. I'm not saying 10 hours a day. If you're part-time, you should be putting about an hour to an hour and a half a day into your business. If you're full-time, you should be putting a solid 3 to 4 hours a day into your business. Okay? Part-time, hour, hour and a half. Full-time, 3 to 4 hours. Now, obviously, a part-time person is going to get slower results than the full-time person. But if you're not putting specific scheduled time into your business, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Okay. You know, again, there is no quick fix silver bullet to generate leads. Okay? Because if you just sit there and say, well, I'm going to do one thing, you're going to have your lunch eaten by an entrepreneur who's actually willing to put in the work. Okay? And then you're going to run into the situation of, hey, you know, so-and-so, I talked to you a month ago about my business opportunity, and you told me to go screw myself, but now I saw you joined under somebody else. What's up with that? And 99 out of 100 times it's because they put in the work while you didn't. Because at the end of the day, people follow results. They don't follow, you know, they don't follow you because, you know, some people follow people because they're good leaders. You know, but at the end of the day, people want to follow results. You know, they want results for themselves and the people that they get into the business. And, you know, that's why for me, it's as important for me to have my team succeed as it is for me to succeed. I would rather make $5,000. I would rather have 50 people making $5,000 a month than me making $25,000 a month. Because I don't need $25,000 a month to survive. Because I think if you can put an extra $2,000 or $3,000 into the average person, the average family's household, and into their bank account a month, you've done a huge service to that family. So, you know, the get rich and living on a private island, flying a private jet, you know, driving a Maserati, that's all great. That is great. And do we want to all be there? For sure. But at the end of the day, it's the little things that truly matter. Okay? So if you're going to win, you need to give yourself enough chances to win. Okay? One ad is not, you're not going to win with one ad. You're not going to win with one free classified post. You need to have a ton of them out there. You know, Michael Jordan said it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Okay? So 100% of the ads you don't put out there is 100% of the leads you're not going to get. So think bigger. Okay? Think bigger. Think of, okay, well, I'm going to do this, and this today. Schedule it. Make it a non-negotiable commitment to yourself. I'm going to dedicate 9 in the morning till 1 o'clock in the afternoon to my business. Period. Come hell or high water, unless somebody's bleeding or the house is on fire, that, you know what I mean, that's your job. If you had a part-time job at McDonald's and your boss said, hey, you need to be here from 9 to 2 today, you're going to be there. You're going to be there. So do it for your business, too. Because at the end of the day, like I said, it's your business. I'm going to try to move this along. I'm running behind, so I'm going to try to speed up a little bit here. Again, I wish I could see the chat roll. I hope you all are seeing some value from this. We are going to get in some detailed stuff here towards the end. Think 4 steps ahead. Okay? When opportunity shows at your door, always be asking yourself, how can I leverage or repurpose this to create 10 times the impact with the same amount of work? You know, what if this doesn't work? What do I do next? Okay? Have a plan of what you're going to do next if you run 15 ads on a free classified site and it doesn't work. Have a plan of what you're going to do next. Because if you can have a plan of, okay, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, and then if X, Y, Z works, great, I can scale it up. But if it doesn't, I'll start doing A, B, C. Oh, A, B, C, that didn't work? Cool, I'm going to do D, E, F. Have a plan of what you're going to do next. Start thinking ahead, not playing catch up. You know, there's a difference between a fire preventer, you know, only you can prevent forest fires, and a firefighter, you know, who come running in after the fire's already started. By thinking ahead and fully developing the potential of all the opportunities you have, you know, by thinking ahead, and that's a habit that takes time to develop. So start doing that today. Start thinking ahead today. Start putting a plan of action today, a business plan together today, saying, hey, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. If X, Y, Z don't work out and I'm not getting good enough leads, I'm going to do A, B, C. And if those don't work, I'm going to do D, E, F. And start getting it down and start planning your steps ahead. Because if you can plan what you're going to do tomorrow today, you can plan what you're going to do tomorrow today, it makes tomorrow so much easier. Because you have a plan in place. You've already thought ahead that I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3 tomorrow. So when you get up and you have your time to sit down and start your work, you already know what you're doing. Oh, hit the wrong button. Oops, my bad. Okay. Link bait. Okay. This again goes back to kind of what Tony Rush does. That's called link bait. Okay. That's like kind of, and I'm not talking about attacking someone or publishing something sensational. Link bait is, it doesn't even need to be controversial. It just needs to be valuable. You know, can you publish something that's truly valuable and timeless to your prospects? You know, what if you could create that my other prospects would consider to be the best interest to spread around to other people? Okay? Can you put in your broadcast letter to your prospects, hey, so-and-so, hey, Mary, just wanted to touch base with you. You know, we got this great, wonderful business opportunity that we're all working. We're all ridiculously happy. You know, I see that you haven't pulled the trigger yet. You know, but, you know, so maybe, you know, if it's for you, you should really get yourself going. But, you know, if you can think of anybody that you could forward this email to for me, that'd be fantastic. You know, because we all know people that need to make money. So, you know, use your prospects to try to get you other prospects. I'm not saying, hey, Mary, you know, can you give me the phone number of your top 10 friends? You know, I'm not saying that at all. But asking prospects to, you know, hey, if you have somebody in mind that you might be good at this, you know, maybe you want to forward it on for me. You know, because we're, you know, there's good money here. You know, so again, it goes to the thinking, you know, thinking 4 steps ahead. You just don't want leads, you want sales. You're in this for sales. So work backwards from the sale. Okay? Your offer is the end game, right? At the end of the day, you want people to buy your offer. Okay, so think of it from that perspective. When you're doing your advertising, you're doing your lead generation. Start with the offer. Then consider any things that might happen to remove the obstacles from people getting the offer. And then create your link. And then create your call to action and your ad. Okay? You know, and this is something, you know, I'm afraid to admit it sometimes, but, you know, I tell this to people because for a long time I ignored it. And it's because my ego wouldn't allow me to admit that this stuff actually works. You know, my ego got in the way of my business, which, you know, I'm sure we've all, you know, anyone that's in an entrepreneurial spirit is an alpha personality. And, you know, we have a way of tending to let our ego get in the way of our business. So, you know, once I dropped my ego a little bit and realized that, hey, some of this stuff works, that's when I was really able to start generating some leads. So, you know, let's see here. Don't let shiny objects stray you away from the basics. Now, please, I know shiny object syndrome people talk about is other companies. I am not talking about other companies here, okay? I am, but I'm not, okay? The shiny objects I'm talking here are those $5, $10, $20, $30, $50 feeder programs that everybody comes up with that says, oh my God, you're an Empower Network, awesome. All you need is this $19.95 a month feeder program, and we're going to get you all your leads for Empower Network. That's all crap. It's all shiny objects. You don't need to mess with any of that mess, okay? Everything you need is here in the training. You don't need a bunch of $20 feeder programs. You don't need a bunch of $9.95 and I'm going to get you X amount of leads for your Empower Network business. Is a couple of those programs good? Sure. There's a couple out there that are good, but none of it is necessary. And all they're going to do is start bleeding you dry. That $20 will be much better spent in a pay-per-click campaign or boosting a post on Facebook. Okay? Because at the end of the day, generating leads isn't complicated. It just takes three things. It takes a great offer, putting the great offer in front of the right people, and giving them a reason to act right now. That's really the only thing you need to generate leads. Giving them a great offer, getting that offer in front of the right people, and giving them a reason to say, hey, I want to opt in or I want to join right now. That's it. So for the great offer, we have that. Getting in front of the right people it takes work. It takes commitment. It takes time to get your word out there. And then, of course, the reason to act now, we already talked about. You can use multiple tools to get people to act right now. Because you want people to buy now, not 4 years from now. Okay, specifics. What specifically can I do to drive some traffic? Okay, and we're coming up on the top of the hour. I'm going to run probably about 15 minutes late because you do not want to miss this part. This is the actual meat and potato stuff that you guys can start doing today to start driving some sales. First thing you need to do is, for the love of God, go get a masked URL. Go to GoDaddy, go to any site that sells domain names, and buy a domain name. The last thing you want to do is tell anybody, oh, come see my offer. Just go to empowernetwork.com/?ID equals join my company today. All right? It's messy. First, it's messy. It's almost impossible to just tell somebody. And even though we love Empower Network and we like Empower Network, unfortunately, everybody hates it. Facebook hates it. Google hates it. Twitter hates it. Everybody hates it because they consider it spammy. As if there isn't a billion spammy companies out there. It's just, if you're a spammy company that gets results, I guess you're screwed. So go get yourself a URL. It's $10 a year for a URL. Work with John, or my little home business, or I make money in my underwear.com. I don't care. I mean, get some sort of mass URL, okay? Because now you can go out and use that URL, and I actually suggest you get 3 of them, to be honest. I have 3. I have one that leads to my opt-in page, my Almost a Secret page. I got one that leads to the commission loophole, and then I got one that leads directly to my join page. And depending on who I'm talking to will depend on what URL I send them to. So, you want at least one that leads to your capture page, at least one that leads to one of your capture pages. Okay, so specifically here, and this is where you're going to really want to start taking some notes if you haven't already. Okay, write and submit articles to article directories. If you go to Google and put in article directories, there is a ton of them. And you can go on there and write a little blurb about working at home or working in your underwear or your kids, kind of like you do with your blog, okay? And then what you're going to do is, you're going to put a little article in there, give some value, talk about, hey, look, everybody that opts in today is going to get a free copy or whatever, and go submit an article. It takes 5-10 minutes, tops. And then what you can do is, there's probably 500 of the article directory sites out there. So you can write one article, make sure you got a call to action and a link in there at the end, copy and paste it to 25 different, you could literally write it in 10 minutes and go copy and paste it to 50 article directories in 20 or 30 minutes. Literally, from start to finish, you could have it in 50 different places in 20 or 30 minutes. Okay? Here's another great thing you can do. Go to other people's blogs. So, like, let's say that you went to Google and put in work at home blogs. Okay? You can go to somebody's blog, their work at home blog, look at one of their blogs, say, hey, man, hey, John, that's some great content. Reminds me of everything, reminds me of a lot of the stuff I do. People should come check it out and then put your URL in there. All right? People that have blogs on work at home, work from home, make money online, they want more comments. So they're not going to blacklist you from their blog for putting a link on there, because they're just trying to drive traffic to the blog, because that's where they have their business stuff. So the more comments they can get, the more Google likes them, the more traffic they're going to get. Okay? Now, if you can find them, if you can put in work from home blogs on Google and find them in the first 2-3 pages, I want to tell you something. They're already getting massive amounts of traffic. Massive amounts of traffic. So you can find a high traffic blog, put a relevant comment on there, and backlink it to your site. All right? I'm not saying go on there and say, hey, John, thanks for the article. Let me tell you about Empower Network. It's the best thing ever. Hey, everybody, you should come join me. Because he's going to blacklist you. All right? And you don't want that to happen. You want to put some relevant comments out there. Hey, John, amazing article. I like what you said about this, that, the other thing. Put some value in your comment, and then put a backlink to your site with a little blurb. Reminds me of what I'm doing, because I work at home too. You should come check it out, John, with your URL. Okay? Yahoo Answers. Or, there's a lot of sites out there where, how-to sites. How to do this, how to do that. You wouldn't believe if you put in went to Google and went how to work from home. There's a lot of question and answer sites out there that you can go to and say, hey, how to work at home. You can go on there. Somebody will put a post up there that says, I'm really interested in working at home. How do you suppose I should go about it? So you can go on there and say, hey, look, I saw that you were asking about work from home. Let me tell you a little bit about it. You get time freedom, you get this, you get that. Give it content, give it value, and then put your link in it. Because all that's going to drive traffic. Okay, post in forums. And, when you post in forums, put your link in your signature. So you can go, let's say, I love RVing. I have an RV. I go RVing a lot on the weekends in the summertime, as much as we can. So I will go to the RV forums and talk about RVing. Oh, man, I went camping this weekend in my RV. It was amazing. The kids had fun. We went fishing in the lake, caught this big, huge catfish. We grilled up some barbecue ribs. It was amazing. We went to this campground. They were so friendly. Oh, they had this, they had that, they had the other thing. And then just in my signature has my business. So I'll talk about how, oh, yeah, I love the fact that I work at home. It's amazing. I don't give them a presentation. I just talk about how, thank God I work at home so I can go RVing all the time. And then when they see my signature with my work at home site, they click on it. Write emails to the people in your contact list. Everybody has an email account with a ton of emails in there. You can go through your email contacts, and if it's a business prospect, somebody that wants you to be in business with them, don't be afraid to get them in business with you. Okay? Don't be afraid of it. If your hairdresser considers you a good client and she wants you to do, work or help her with her business and give her money for her business, don't be afraid to talk to your hairdresser about your business. Say, look, I've been coming to you for 20 years. You've been my hairdresser for 20 years. Let me tell you about this business opportunity I'm doing where you can get some good, solid internet presence. Because if she's not willing to be in business with you, should you really be driving her business for her? Free safe list. That's another great tool. You can go to Google and put in free safe lists. And what they are is those are email lists that are people opted in. So you could put in like free work at home safe lists, free make money online safe lists. And you can actually get a list of emails where you put your email in. Now, this is very important. You want to make sure you create a dummy Gmail account for any safe list. Because what you're doing is you're putting your email address on a safe list, so you're going to get their offer and you're able to send them yours. Okay? It's not the best form of advertising, but you can reach a lot of people. It's free, and if you can get 1 or 2 people opted in because of one email campaign, that's awesome. And then the other good thing about it is you can use the free safe list because it is an email that you're sending, okay? You can use that. You can put a tracking code onto that and then use that to track how your ads are doing. So you can send an email campaign out to a free safe list, track how it does, so when you go to do paid advertising, you already have ran free tests on what works good and what doesn't. Okay? So you can run tests on what works and what doesn't for free. Because now if you have a email campaign on a safe list that's doing amazing, that might be a good time to throw a little money into it. That might be a good time to throw a little money in it. Reciprocal linking. What reciprocal linking is, and again, you can Google all this stuff. What reciprocal linking is you offer to promote somebody else's link and they offer to promote yours. It's usually done through a website, but you could actually do it through your blog and say, hey, look, you know, I have this really cool blog. I'm blogging about this. You know, I can throw a link into my blog for your whatever. If you throw a link into your whatever for mine. So you can, cool, we got the chat roll back. Wow, we lost a lot of people though. So you can use reciprocal linking in where you trade your link for their link. Is a great way to do it. Advertise with us. If you go to almost any website, popular website, at the bottom of the page, you will see an Advertise with Us button at the bottom of a page. You can go to CNN.com and there's going to be an Advertise with Us. Wall Street Journal, Advertise with Us. All right? That will take you to the company that does the advertising on those websites. And you can call those companies and say, hey, look, I have a budget of $400. This is my opportunity. What do you recommend that I do? And they will actually walk you through and help you get it into the right people in front of the right places. So it's a very effective way to actually, if you're going to do some paid advertising. Reply to spam. This is my favorite that nobody ever has heard of. I reply to every spam email I get. Every one of them. Because it's super effective. What I do is if somebody sends me a spam email, hey, Brian, come get your cheap Viagra, I hit the reply button. So now they're getting a reply that says, hey, Brian, come get your cheap Viagra. So what they're assuming is that I'm going to ask them about their offer. So what I have a nice little email written that says, hey, saw your email. The offer looks amazing. It looks really cool. Just kind of curious, how's this whole email spam campaigning doing? How's this whole email campaigning doing driving business to your, or driving traffic to your business? Okay? And then I'll say, hey, you know, I really could probably help you in this by using this program to help you market whatever it is you're doing. Because at the end of the day, those are professional marketers. Those are professional marketers. So you have a captive audience every time that you receive a spam email. Every time. So I reply simply with a pre-copied message. Hey, man, saw your offer. It's amazing. You know, you should really check out. I got something that might be great for you. You know, it's a marketing platform that'll help drive sales to your business. You know, I never diss their business. I tell them it's the amazing thing ever, and that, you know, hey, I can hook you up with this awesome marketing tool that's going to drive some massive traffic to your opportunity, and it's only $25 a month. Because at the end of the day, if you're a professional marketer and you don't have a $25 a month advertising budget, you're done. And those email campaigns that people are, those spam emails, they're not cheap. Email campaigning is not cheap. So they're probably dropping 40, 50, 60 bucks already on that email campaign that is caught by every spam filter. And the beautiful part about it is, when you reply, because it's their original message, it's 100% spam free no matter what you put in it. You can put anything you want in it and it's considered 100% spam free because you're just replying to their original message. So you can put every Empower link known to mankind in there. Another thing I wanted to touch base and I missed on getting the mass URL. You really want to do that because, you know, again, YouTube, Facebook, Craigslist, Google, they all hate anything EmpowerNetwork.com. So that's why getting that master URL is so important. Okay, finally. Sell the products, not just the business. Okay? When you're marketing a marketer, we've all been through this. For the love of God, we've all been through this. You go to a marketer with your business opportunity and you say, hey, so-and-so, you know, I got this wonderful, great business opportunity I just joined. You should see it. It's amazing. Everyone's rich, and we're all making all this money. What's the first thing a marketer tells you? Oh, well, that's cool, but let me tell you about my business, too. So now you end up going back and forth. Their business is great. Yours is terrible. Yours is awesome. Theirs is terrible. You should join me. No, I should join you. And it ends up a big game of tug-of-war. And it always ends the same way. Hey, you know, you're good luck, man. I wish you luck. You know, I got to get going, but, you know, good luck in whatever it is you're doing. You know, I wish you all the best. You know, hit me up if you change your mind. Big thumbs up. Send them the big thumbs up, and then you move on. All right? You're never going to market a business opportunity to a marketer, very rarely. So don't market the business. Market the products. The blog is something every marketer can use to market their business. So again, if I'm going to, you know, let's say I'm going to Ken McCall about his wonderful business opportunity, or about my business opportunity, and he's in some other company, which he isn't, full disclosure, he's not, but I'm just calling him out because he's the birthday boy. Yesterday was Ken's birthday. Everybody wish Ken a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Ken! So I'm going to Ken about my business opportunity. And he's a professional marketer, and I know Ken is doing, he's selling male enhancement products, okay? So Ken is selling male enhancement products. I'm not going to go up to Ken and say, hey, man, your business is terrible. You're never going to make no money in that. You need to join my business. Because I've already turned him away from me immediately. What I'm going to tell Ken is I'm going to say, Ken, let me tell you about this awesome, awesome program that you can use to market your male enhancement product. It's amazing. You're just going to get you on the front page of Google. You know, you're going to get this blog. It's going to be amazing, and you can even set it up where people don't even know they're on an Empower Network site. You know, but you can use it to market your whatever you're selling, get some extra traffic going to your business. And hey, Ken, it's only $25. You know, it's a great marketing tool. I say, hey, you know, and then it always turns into, well, you know, is it an affiliate program? I'll say, yeah, but don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about being an affiliate. You don't need it. All you're going to do is you're going to use the blogging platform, okay? And you're going to use that marketing stuff to get your word out about your business because your business is amazing already. You don't even need to be worried. Don't worry about the affiliate stuff. You know, just $25 a month, get you started as a blogging customer. You're just going to be a customer. You're not going to be out there selling this stuff. You're not going to have to go chase your friends and family. Don't even worry about none of that. Okay? But what that does is that it gives them a tool to use for their business, and it also gets them in the door. So now Ken joins. So now I'm going to say to Ken, hey, Ken, you know what? I was thinking about you the other day, and I know you're paying $25 for it, and I appreciate you being a customer. But you know that if you go out and get one person, it makes yours almost free. Makes yours almost free. So now all of a sudden Ken's like, oh really? I might be able to get one of my teammates into this. It seems to be doing good. It's a cool program. You know, I might be able to get a couple of my teammates into this. So now all of a sudden you say to Ken, hey, look, well, you want to make sure you get credit for it. So go line some people up. Once you have them lined up, activate your affiliate account, and then go sign them up into it. You know, you make the 100% commission on it. So you make the $25 off those sales. So now he goes out and gets a couple people just to try to get his for free. Just to get his for free. Now all of a sudden Ken looks at me and says, hey, Brian, you know, I got John, Joe, and Paul. You know, they're all marketers. They're on my team in my mail enhancement stuff. You know, I got them signed up. You know, how much money did I make? And I look at him and I say, hey, Ken, well, you know, you passed one up to me, but you still made $50. And he's like, $50? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. What do you mean I made $50? And now all of a sudden the light bulb comes on. Holy cow, I just made $50 for doing nothing. Nothing. You know, hey, I had to go, $500 worth of my male enhancement products to make 50 bucks. I just made 50 bucks for doing nothing. Nothing. And you can't believe how quick the light bulb comes on for professional marketers. You can't believe it. Because I've seen it. I've seen it and I've done it. The light bulb comes on so quick, like holy cow. You know, especially if they can get somebody in at the inner circle level. One person. You kidding me? I just made 125 bucks? I didn't do nothing. What do you mean I made $125? You're crazy. You're crazy. I'm like, no, go look, man. You made 125 bucks. They're like, holy crap. That's nuts. You know what I mean? So you can use the product, not the business, to sell to people. Especially when ENV2 comes out. It's going to be great for car salesmen. It'll be great for real estate agents. It'll be great for insurance agents, hairstylists, anybody that owns a business. Because they're going to be able to bring their own URL. They're going to be able to set up the site as either a static page or a blog page where nobody will ever know that they're sitting on an EN site. Ever. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. But what do you care? They're still paying you 100% commission regardless. Regardless. So what do you care? You know, if they're out there and they don't even become an affiliate and they have their blog and they're up and running their blog about their whatever product, and somebody stumbles upon that blog and happens to hit the business opportunity button and somebody gets started, guess who it goes to? It goes to the sponsor, which is you. So now they're actually, believe it or not, unknowingly driving traffic to your business for promoting their business. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Okie dokie, folks. We are running way over. I do apologize about that. I tried to speed it along, but, you know, I thought that, you know, this was some important stuff. This was just the getting back to basics tonight. Starting next week, we are going to start drilling in to some hardcore, deep, how to do stuff, detail by detail information. Okay? Next Friday, not tomorrow, following Friday, we're going to be doing boot camp Friday, marketing boot camps. If you can be there, awesome. If you can't, they will all be recorded. All this stuff is going to be recorded. It's all going to be embedded in the We Believe team site, where I'm actually going to be building a training webinars page that you'll be able to go to. That'll be under the tools bar, under the tools section, so you can go and be able to watch these recordings. And so when people join, that way they'll have access to all this stuff. So if anyone has any questions out there, I'll hang for a few minutes. Let's see if we got some questions. Just throw them in the chat roll now that we have it back. You know, and if not, then we'll go ahead and call it a night. I really, 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 in my heart of hearts, hope you guys found some value in tonight, that you found some nuggets, that you found some gold. You know, that this is a better format for everybody, because, you know, instead of the just talking to you about the business opportunity, giving you the tools you need to go out and actually grow your business. So I challenge everybody, take this stuff, don't just listen to it, take it and put it into action starting tomorrow. If you really want to get traffic to your website, eyes to your video, start taking this stuff and putting it into action. Period. That's it. Action. That's all you need to do is action. So go out there, make a difference, get the word out there, start promoting yourself, get your business going, get it growing. Because at the end of the day, that's the key. I did not see any questions come up. I'll give it about another 30 seconds. But, you know, again, I want to thank you all for being here. I know that, like I said, I went a little bit over. Sorry. We'll try to keep them within an hour. I know your time is valuable. But, again, I do hope you found some value to this. The recording will be here for the week. But I should have that marketing tools page up, I would say probably by tomorrow night, where it'll also be in there. Bev, if you have a domain already, what you can do is whoever you bought it through, if it's GoDaddy, you can just call them and say, hey, I own this domain. I would like it forwarded to whatever website you want it forwarded to. So if you already own a domain name, you can literally, if it's through GoDaddy, if it's through Webs, if it's through whoever, you can call them and say, hey, you know, I own this domain. I want it forwarded to this site, and can you do that for me? And 99 out of 100 of those sites will do it. They'll do it for you for free. So you just give them the URL. It takes them about 3 minutes, and then it's a redirect. So when somebody goes to that website, they're automatically redirected to whatever page you want them to go to. Go ahead, Hugh. When getting a masked URL, can anyone help with building? I have no idea about any of that. When you're getting a masked URL, that's not a web page. Okay? What a masked URL is people click on or put in one URL, and it takes them to a different domain. So for an example, let's say that I had workfromhomeinmyunderwear.com, and I wanted to forward that to my Almost a Secret page. You can mask the URL, so when somebody gets to the Almost a Secret page, they do not see the empowernetwork.com/ID or PHP /Almost a Secret ID equals hughgoodlow.com. Okay, they won't see that. All they'll see is the workathomeinmyunderwear.com. So that's masked. So that's the difference between forwarded and masked. Forwarded will just send them to the website, and they'll see the new website. Masked means that it's hidden, so when they get to the new website, they see the URL that they put in. In the back office, domain forward, cheery and link, or call them and they will. Yes. Yes, domains start around $10. You can get like a .org, a .net for, I've seen them as little, a .us for as little as $1.99, 99 cents. .coms, you know, you're talking maybe anywhere from $8 to $12. I just use GoDaddy because I like their service. I like their to be able to forward a URL. It takes about 2 seconds. And then if I ever have any problems, I can call them, and they're on point as far as fixing it. So, anyone else? Anyone else? Any other questions? Okie dokie, folks. Well, again, I hope you had some value tonight. I want to thank you all for spending an hour and 25 minutes with us tonight. Sorry about the chat roll. Have no idea what happened there. I think that, believe it or not, I think we had a lot more people on here. It's just where they didn't refresh their page because they didn't know the chat roll came back up. So I want to thank you all for being here. I hope you guys all have a fantastic night. Please utilize our Facebook page, our We Believe Team Facebook page, our We Believe Team website. Those tools are in there for you guys. Make sure that you fill out the suggested topic. If there's something that we can specifically help you with, whether it's Craigslist, whether it's YouTube, whether it's whatever, we're going to try to touch on all of those sites and all of those marketing materials and how to market on them in future webinars starting next week. Again, starting next Friday, we are going to have our Boot Camp Fridays. Our first boot camp is going to be about Facebook fan paging. It's going to be about a 3 or 4 video series, 3 or 4 week series on how to create a fan page. It's going to be Kelly Kish is going to be doing it. She will walk you through all the steps of building a fan page. She's going to walk you through the steps of how to get likes and targeted traffic to your fan page, how to utilize your fan page to grow your business, and then also tie it all up in a big red bow at the end on how to tie it all together, use it to drive traffic, use it to get good solid buyers to your opportunity. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for being here. I hope you all have a fantastic evening. I look forward to talking to you all very, very, very soon, and you all have a wonderful night.